Beautiful people, so good to have you join us on another episode of your favorite event program coming to you on the network service of the NTA. As always, I am Anita Shelong and this is Socialogue. We are your show way to socialize. Do you know that some of the best and unique moments are those shared with family and friends? Well, on today's episode, we're reiterating that fact. So, let's begin. The program today on a joyful note as family, friends, well-wishers gather to celebrate with the Adamus on the arrival of their newborn. Enjoy.
Children are the heritage of the Lord, and they come with manifold blessing. So it was an atmosphere of joy, prayers, and celebration as family, friends, and well-wishers of Honorable Dauda Adamu and his wife gathered to celebrate the arrival of the newborn and to witness the naming ceremony of their baby boy. The occasion, though modest, was filled with goodwill messages, heartfelt wishes, and a birthday reception for guests.
One thing that is very important when a child is born or when a child is to be born is the name of the child. We're not gathered here for that. We are gathered for the champion that is born, that is carrying a destiny that will shock the nation. We can only pray that the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would help this baby to achieve destiny. That Ashwadu Junior will become great, will be greater than Dauda himself, will be mightier. That the wisdom to raise him in the right way, that the Almighty will give unto him.
The moment that caught everyone's attention was when the baby's father revealed his son's name after none other than the current president of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
We named him Ahmed Bola Tinubu for us to have taken this bold decision to name our child after the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It reflects our sense of hope, unity, and diversity.
This choice of a name for the baby sparked smiles and conversations among guests, many of whom described it as both bold and symbolic.
This is the way to make a handshake between the Southwest and the North, now with a simple gesture that looks very simple, but it is profound.
You see, my friend Dauda is a nationalist and he believes in one Nigeria. And so for that fact, he named his child after the president. Dauda being from Taraba State, I was like, are you sure? It's like, CJ, there's no other way but to do it this way.
That I know the president will be excited, will be happy to see that someone that is not even part of where he came from, from the northern part of the country, believes so much in what he does to the extent that he gave his own biological child, biological son, his name.
In Nigeria, we're kind of divided, and he was trying to use this joyous occasion to, signify how strong we are as a united whole. So I think this is still laudable.
Several attendees took turns to share goodwill messages, wishing the child a life of greatness, health, and fulfillment. Some linked the name to hopes for leadership, resilience, and a bright future for the baby boy.
We're happy for the newborn, and we pray that he becomes greater than his father and becomes greater than the president. I'm sure the president will wish that for him as well.
This child is a joy bringer because we're able to gather able men and able women in one room just to celebrate this new addition to the family. So I know that God is going to provide for him to give him the best education.
May God bless the family. May God bless the newborn baby. May he be one of the great leaders we are expecting in the near future.
After the formalities, Guests were treated to a warm dinner where laughter, storytelling, and more prayers filled the evening. As the baby begins his journey with the name already carrying national weight, his parents say they hope it inspires him to grow into a man of purpose, integrity, and impact.
I'm happy and excited, and may Allah bless him, and may he be the coolness of our eyes. May he contribute his own quarter, or may Allah bless him, guide him, and protect him.
It is our hope and expectation that he grows up to be a man of honor, as his name reflects, man of dedication to service of this country, because the burden of the name on him is beyond just him, our son, is the son of the country.
Though simple, the event carried deep meaning, uniting people in celebration of new life and the continuity of family legacy.
Was a beautiful celebration of life. We wish the newborn a future filled with joy and blessings. Now, we're moving the gear to the runway affairs. Don't go anywhere.
All around the world, fashion shows are always an exciting experience for people who want to explore new styles, and for designers, it gives them the opportunity to showcase new collections to the public.
Okay, this is my first time working for Fashion Finance. I'm so grateful to God because last year I went for the casting, I was not selected. But yeah, this time around when they saw me at the casting, they were like, pretty, and yeah, I'm loving it actually. Yeah, I'm so glad I'm here. Yeah.
So there are a lot of amazing designers tonight, and their designs are amazing. Like working for them is just like an honor, and I loved everything. I love how Nigerian designers are making their art like a statement nowadays, and they are making more designs for male models, because most times it's just plain clothes for male models, but now we have like different styles. It's just so nice being on the runway and working for exceptional designers.
For 9 years, Taylor continues to dress African men and women. His collection majored in simple sophistication with a seamless fusion of Western vintage style and African elements. With the use of a southern woven fabric and a blend of denim and vintage wool with lace, Taylor's design are truly unique in style.
Taylor Clothing is a brand, a made in Nigerian brand that gives well-defined suits, natives, whatever you wish you want to bring it to life.
According to Craftsman, his design embodies the essence of modern classic menswear, with each piece being a meticulous masterpiece, crafted with extreme attention to detail, from flawless stitches to elegant finishing, designed for the gentleman who values dignity and comfort.
I think my designs are called like fashion. That's basically urban. for any guy out there that wants to start their own inspiration design.
Fashion's Finest Africa has a goal to empower, educate and expose fashion entrepreneurs in Africa using its platform, which has been ongoing for some years now. Shola Oyebade is the founder.
Fashion's Finest Africa is an event that was established because we felt that the only people that were getting all the popularity and that were doing the famous shows were people that were big in the industry, were celebrities, were famous, had a well-known name. And I looked around and there didn't seem to be anything available for people that were new into the industry. And I felt that was wrong because the majority of fashion designers are actually not known at all. So I set up this as a platform for new creatives, not just about designers. It's makeup, hairstylists, it's new models, it's new designers. That's what it was set up for, to give them that chance that they can start off with us and they can grow from us to the bigger shows and bigger events.
Showcase of style and innovation, I must say. If you're just joining us, this is Socialogue, your one-stop event plug, where we bring you events like never before. We're moving to the food basket of the nation, Benue State, where we bring you the inaugural lecture of Professor Jerry Abenga. Let's see it.
Of September 2025 will remain memorable in the life of Professor Jerry Abenga's family and the world of the academia as the Joseph Sawo Ntaka University Makurdi held its 80th inaugural lecture. Like a bride, his colleagues flanked him down to do justice to the new innovation and value addition to veterinary pathology in the Department of Animal Production. In a keynote address, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Isaac Itodu, congratulated Professor Jerry Abenga for achieving this milestone and wished him a great delivery.
On behalf of the staff and students of this university, I congratulate Professor Abenga for attaining this academic milestone.
Then followed the recitation of the citation of Professor Jerry Abenga, one which best describes him as a successful academic and a trailblazer.
He has served the university in several capacities, including departmental course coordinator, college examination officer, college postgraduate coordinator, head of Department of Veterinary Pathology, and then the Dean, College of Veterinary Medicine.
And then the man of the moment stepped forward to present his lecture titled The Destructive Effects of Trypanosomiasis in Animal Hosts to Neutralize Infections, Possible Targets to Exploit in Efforts to Neutralize Infections.
Tsetse fly feeds from infected host, carries the disease, itself is infected. Now during feeding, inoculates you with trypanosome under the skin. Thereafter, you develop what is called a chancre. A chancre is an inflammatory nodule after trypanosomes have been lodged under your skin. It is believed that about 300 to 450 metacyclics cause disease. They invade the lymphatics or the blood vessels and establish parasitemia.
He wove his lecture around his personal survival experience with trypanosomiasis, otherwise known as sleeping sickness, identifying it as a zoonotic disease, identifying transhumans as an apparatus that transmits it through the tsetse flies, and also a major obstacle to curbing its spread and advocated for a need to strengthen institutions to collectively fight the silent killer, destroyer of economies of nations and farmers. This moment was indeed a moment of crowning for him, as the hall went agog celebrating him for scholarly delivery. The Vice-Chancellor further described the lecture as topical and timely, based on how badly the disease affects society. Under his purview, the university had made significant progress by proffering researched solutions through these lectures.
He has just described the impact, the destructive nature of the disease.
People who have not known about trypanosomiasis before now can go home and even define it and tell the symptoms. This is what inaugural lectures are all about.
Professor Jerry Abenga, his family and friends were filled with excitement and prayers.
It causes livestock deaths and it destroys human beings as well because there is sleeping sickness.
I feel so excited. I thank God Almighty for the opportunity the university has given my husband to present his inaugural lecture today.
He has put so much work and effort into that particular topic he spoke about today, trypanosomiasis. It started from the days in NITA, VOM, and then down to University of Agriculture. So I'm grateful we actually got to this point, him being the 80th inaugural lecturer.
We thank God that this is the day that the Lord has made. We're looking forward to celebrate this day with him. We started this journey. When he started this journey, we were with him. Precisely all of us were with him. I grew up with him, and we saw him growing in the career till today. That is why we decided to come today, all of us, to grace the occasion for him.
My prayer is that this is just the beginning of great things to come in his profession.
It is our collective prayer, therefore, that he will enjoy his remaining years before final retirement.
I just wanted to share my words.
Nelly Idagba stands at a unique crossroads between the courtroom and the canvas. A trained lawyer whose heart beats for justice, she turned to visual art as another medium for advocacy, one that doesn't argue but reveals.
The theme of this exhibition is called In Her Eyes, so it's just my own way of expressing emotions, different kinds, different forms of emotions women go through. And so that's the inspiration behind it. Through the eye of a woman, you can tell a lot.
In Her Eyes is Nelly's first solo exhibition, a deeply personal and socially conscious body of work. Each piece captures the soul of African womanhood, her strength, her struggle, her silent triumph.
What I will take home here is that Nelly is not just starting, she has arrived.
This piece is called The Widow. Some of the cultures in Nigeria, when a woman loses her husband, she has to cut off her hair, she has to, go through a lot of rigorous, styles and ways to prove that she's not behind her husband's death and all of that. That caught my eye in one of these cultures I saw, one of these traditions I saw. So I thought I should put it down in my piece because it was really emotional. And obviously, as you can see, I am an emotional painter, so I had to express myself through that. So this title is called The Widow.
I found her art most intriguing because there's many female portraits, and they all come with a very intriguing looks. So these portraits interrogate you a lot, and they seem to have lots of layers to uncover, also about the condition, the living condition of women in this country. And these paintings don't quite give away the mystery at first glance, and you really need to take some time to unpeel those mysteries.
In a world that often demands women to be seen but not heard, Nelly paints a different truth, that silence does not mean weakness and struggle does not steal elegance. Her work honors the millions of women whose stories live in the details, in folded hands, tired shoulders, and eyes that have seen too much but say very little.
Nelly decided to stay away from legal practice or from everything about law, but don't forget law is into everything. And creative economy is something that satisfies the mind. What will satisfy her, what will give her comfort, happiness, is what she's into now. And I think she's deriving joy from what she's doing. And with what I'm seeing here, I'm happy that she decided to veer away from legal practice to do what she's doing. So long as there's happiness, she's deriving from it.
It has to evoke you, from the eyes to the emotions to the background to the colors Nelly uses. It really has to evoke something in you, as I said, especially being a woman, and she makes emphasis on girl child. Like, we all want the best for a girl child. It's very important for us to educate our girls, for us to advocate against human child trafficking and all that. And Nelly's paintings captures all of this. It shows the beauty of a woman, it shows the royalty of a woman, it shows her prestige, it shows her power and strength. Everything Nelly's works are is communicating that to the society.
The title of the painting is called Nsime. That again is a young girl. You can see the expressionlessness in her face or on her face. You can see how lost she looks, but you can still see the beauty, the green shows growth in her and all of that. That piece is a great piece.
In our eyes, we see ourselves, our mothers, our daughters. In our hands, the brush becomes a compass, guiding us through wounds towards wisdom. Nelly Idabwa is not just painting women, she's preserving them, their truth, their beauty, their becoming.
That's all we can take today. Remember to be thankful for the good, the bad, and the ugly, as they are a passing phase. Don't forget to share a smile, give a hug, and send wishes to your family and friends. And do have a